Hey, what's going on guys? Arekkz here, welcome back to another Division 2 video, and today I want to show you how to get the Nemesis exotic sniper. It is now available, we can get the blueprint, we can get the final parts, and this thing hits like an absolute truck. It's got some meaty damage, some pretty cool talents, so in this video I'm going to show you how to get it and go over all of the stats. So if you do enjoy this, then a like would be super appreciated. Comment down below, let me know if you guys have got this yourself, and if you have, what do you think of it? Of course, if you haven't entered our giveaway for a chance to win a Super Smash Bros. Nintendo Switch, the link to that is in the description box down below. And if you don't want to miss any of our future Division content, then don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss any of those new videos. Now, to begin with, as a very quick recap, for those of you that need to start from the beginning, do bear in mind you need to do this based on invaded missions, so some of this does essentially mean you have to wait for missions to go in rotation, but the way you do this is you begin by doing Tidal Basin the second time around. Basically, the first time is kind of a story completion, the second time around is the proper way. When you're playing it through on the second time and you get to one of the early areas where you have to activate the antiviral, in this room here you go to the top of the stairs and there's a key on the bed. You pick this up and then you go towards the end of the mission. When you board the hovercraft, you clear this out, you go to the very end of the room, and instead of turning right, which leads you ultimately towards the final area where you fight the boss, the first thing you do is you go and open this door on the left, and in doing so, if this is the first time you've ever done it, when you open this box, you will get the Arekkz SR1. It's a marksman rifle, and if you then dismantle this marksman rifle, you will get the marksman rifle scope, the Tally. This is the first part of 4 parts, 5 if you include the blueprint. For the second part, you then need to go to the Capitol building stronghold, and it has to be on Invaded. If you do it on Invaded, the final boss is Prime, that's his nickname, and if you kill him, he will drop the marksman rifle barrel of the Scourge. Following on from that, you then need to do the Roosevelt Island stronghold on Invaded, and the final boss for this one is Shorty. Again, killing him will drop the marksman rifle bolt Scales, and from our personal experience across our team, these do seem to be guaranteed drops, so for these ones, you can go through, kill them, pick it up, and you should be good to go. The final one, which is available this week, if you go through and do the Judiciary Square Stronghold again on Invaded, the final boss is Klutz, and upon getting the kill, you will get the marksman rifle stock, the Bridle. Now after that, you still need the blueprint, because even though you have 4 parts, if you don't have the blueprint, you can't craft it. So in order to do this, what you then need to do is go back to the Grand Washington Hotel and do the mission on Invaded, and the very first boss, you don't even need to complete this mission. The very first boss, the nickname is Puck, and if you kill Puck, you will get the blueprint. Now I will say that I'm not entirely sure whether Puck has a guaranteed drop rate for the blueprint, simply because the first time playing through this on Invaded, I didn't get this, but upon doing it the second time, both myself and Taylor did, so I don't know whether it is guaranteed when you have all the parts, or whether it just has a high chance, but given that it's the first boss, if you killed them, they didn't drop it, it would be a simple case of reset the mission and do it again. You don't have to go very far. Either way, once you've killed them, you've got the blueprint, you then go back to the base of operations, you craft it, and you have yourself a sweet Nemesis sniper rifle. So, with that being said, let's take a quick moment to take a look at the talents and the damage. This one has pretty insane damage. It does roll within a range, so mine is actually a little bit lower on the spectrum. Taylor's one rolled a little bit higher, but either way, I've got 287.7k damage. It's got a RPM of 50, and there are 5 shots in the mag. If we then take a look at the talents, your active talent is Counter Sniper, where shots fired deal 0 to 100% weapon damage based on how long the trigger is held before releasing. The time to reach max weapon damage is reduced whenever a shot does not kill the enemy that it hits. So when you actually use this in-game and you hold down the trigger, you will see this little orange circle fill up. That is basically your marker of 0 to 100%, so you can fire it quicker, but of course you will be doing less damage, so keep that in mind. However, following on from that, your second talent, Nemesis, aiming at an enemy marks them as your Nemesis for 15 seconds, letting you see them through walls. Additionally, your shot gains plus 5% damage to your Nemesis for each second they are marked to a maximum of 50%. So essentially, you mark someone, you let them bake for a little bit, cook for a little bit, however you want to describe it, and you then fire off a fully charged shot for some pretty insane damage. And then finally, your final talent, your holster talent, is Preparation, where while holstered, you gain plus 25% headshot damage when scoped with your current weapon. So obviously that has value outside of just marksman rifles. But overall, that is a very quick look at the weapon. As mentioned, it does hit for some pretty insane numbers, and factoring in when the raid comes around, this might actually be quite a nice thing to have, say, for the bosses. Yes, admittedly, if you guys saw the information yesterday, then the raid has been delayed, but when it does eventually come around, then this could be something to consider. So definitely get it. If you guys have been up to date with all the parts so far, make sure you tick off the last few this week. If you haven't done it, then obviously at least start getting parts this week, and you can then of course loop back around in subsequent weeks to get some of the ones that you may have missed. But that, my friends, is how you get the Nemesis sniper rifle, what it does, and a quick look at it in action. It's very cool. I really like it. Hopefully you guys do too. But for the time being, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to check out some more awesome stuff from us here at Arekkz Gaming, then you should definitely try to catch TwoSixNine and Paradise Central streaming 6 days a week. You can find a link to the multi-stream in the description box down below. They play a wide range of games, and what's more, we also have the end game store. By watching their streams, you earn currency, and you can redeem that currency on the endgame store for really cool prizes. Those can range from things like games, comics, and figures, all the way up to controllers, capture cards, and even consoles. So definitely drop by and become part of the community. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, then make sure you're subscribed and be sure to click on that little bell icon to turn on notifications so you don't miss our next upload. You can watch more videos by clicking on the options here. But once again, thanks very much for watching, take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.